everybody, welcome back to Peachy and Pebbles, and today I'm going to be talking about how you should turn your dog's mealtime into enrichment. Before we start this video, before we go into this video, I'm going to ask you guys a question. What are you getting in with your, what sort of enrichment and training are you getting with your dog when you just set your dog bowl on the ground for your dog to eat it? What is going on there? Just kind of I'm making you guys think oh yeah, I guess you're right. That is giving your dog no enrichment at all. And you're just wasting all that time that you could be working with your dog in training or obedience training, and you're just setting it down for them just to eat it. So I'm going to be going into more in depth of why you should turn your dog's mealtime into enrichment time and working with your dog. And I get it if you are busy. I get it. So I will have an option for you if you have to leave to work every morning and you're gone for a while and you really don't have time to work through your dog or train it or do any of that. I will give you some tips that is super quick and fast and easy, and it's still stimulating your dog while they're eating. So there are many different ways that you can work with your dog during mealtime. You can have all their food in a bowl, and then you can take little pieces out and give them basic commands or teach them different commands. Or you can, what I do is I take a treat and I'll put it under my thumb. And this is called teach your dog to be gentle. And then you put it next to your dog, and if your dog is biting, and trying to get the treat, you don't lift your thumb and give it to them, because that's not what the point of it is. And if they are pawing at it, don't give them the treat either. But if they lick at your hand, then you can open it up and give that to your dog. That is called telling them to be gentle, and biting does not get them what they want, and pawing at you does not get them what they want, only when they're licking and they're being gentle. Or another thing that I'm going to show you is for if you are a really busy person and you do not, you just don't have time to do any of this stuff, I really recommend that you put your dog's food in a slow feeder. And I know you're my dog does not eat fast. It eats perfectly fine, and there's no indigestion. They eat slow. Why do I need a slow feeder? Well, yes, slow feeders can be used for dogs who eat fast, and actually I really recommend that. If your dog is a fast eater, have a slow feeder. But also, if your dog eats slow, a slow feeder is still really great, because your dog is licking again, and it's stimulating their brain, and licking is so good for dogs. If you have a high anxiety dog or a dog who barks a lot, that means they have a lot of anxiety, I guess, and licking really helps reduce that anxiety for dogs, and it's just really amazing. And a slow feeder encourages that. Same with lick mats. I don't suggest that you put your dog's main meal on a lick mat, because lick mats are more for I don't know, not for that purpose. I've tried it and it did not do anything. So lick mats are also a good one to do only if you are doing a snack, not their actual main meal. But that is also mentally stimulating your dog's brain, because they're licking and they're trying to figure out how they're gonna get all this food out of there. And it's a good way to stimulate your dog's brain, and it's a good fast way to stimulate your dog while they're feeding, even if you have a busy schedule. Now, if you have a lot of free time in the morning and in the evening, and then you just have a little bit of work in between the days or school or whatever, then this is a perfect time to work with your dog. If you don't have a lot of other time during the day to train them or do obedience training or recall training or any of that, then using mealtime is a really great way to do this, especially you're not wasting, but you're not going through treats so much as what you normally do because you're using your dog's food. And if your dog is not treat motivated, but they love their food, then this is also a really great way you can use their food as treats. And but yeah, like even if you're just sitting on the floor doing that like gentle trick, that's still stimulating their brains. They're figuring out how they're gonna get this treat or the piece of food that you have out of your thumb. And even if you feed your dog a raw or fresh food and it's like gloopy and like all that, you can still do this trick. You can still do the slow feeder trick. You can still do all of the things I just told you, but you're just gonna like have to wash your hands afterwards because it is kind of like getting all on your hands. But I really encourage you guys to work with your dogs during mealtime and encourage that behavior to like stimulate your dogs and not just set their bowl down on the ground and just let them eat it. There's no enrichment at all in that. So I really encourage you guys to do that, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!